Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video, and we are over on Fjordur Ark's newest map. And if you haven't seen the portals or teleported using the R option or whatever option on the device you're playing on, you can teleport to some special portals over in the game. So basically all you have to do is just teleport. This is going to show you a quick guide to how to access and use the Asgard portal. And not only that, but what is the important stuff down there? Base locations, resources, dinos, anything that you could possibly need to know down there, I will show you quite quickly. So make sure you smash that like button, leave a comment below, and if you want to consider subscribing to the channel because this stuff's helping you out, that would be awesome. If only like 10% of people that watch my videos subscribed, I'd have a lot. But unfortunately, people don't click that button. So go ahead and click it, why not, right? So anyways, now that we're teleporting over there, here we are. So now we are in Asgard. First off, you're going to want to associate yourself with this kind of landmark. The obelisk is how you get back and forth unless you're using the option to not use that. And this is kind of where I kind of associate the center of Asgard. If you look behind you, there's a cute, I guess this is my favorite thing about it. You've got a really cool base location if you're building in PvE. You've got a little city. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my map and stuff like that so you can see it all. 21.3, 26.0. And you've got a whole bunch of access to a nice little river here. Again, lots of beaver spawn here, so you're going to end up with a ton of beaver dams in Asgard. Asgard, this entire river will have beaver dams up and down it, so if you're looking for a CP run, this river right here, kind of going up, will give you a ridiculous amount of beaver dams. You'll get, yeah, it's kind of ridiculous almost. Now, unfortunately, you're not able to travel to that, because I think that would be such a cool base spot, but, you know, they were canceled it off, but whatever. So, now this is kind of like the entrance to where you start everything off. There's nothing super special in this region over here. If you're kind of moving around a little bit, you will end up and get, I guess I'll show you something that's kind of important. This is one of the mini boss fights right here. You can see it. This is Hattie and Skull. You can see him right here. You put 30 rune stones in, and you will end up getting yourself a very nice boss fight with some good loot. Pretty simple to do. You just have to get rune stones. I think it's just GFI rune stone 100, maybe? Yeah, there it is. So, all you do is put some in the inventory, and then you go and hit that button, and they will spawn in Hattie and Skull, which are very, very dangerous creatures, by the way. You can see them right here. Big boys. Yep, there's 1 and 2 right there. So, just so you can see the health, 250k health on each of them, and they do a ridiculous amount of damage. So, yeah, that's not something you want to mess around with too much. They are very cool, but very dangerous. Now, Hattie and Skull. So, just so you can see, you get some pretty crazy loot off of them. Yep, you can see it right there. And this is on single player, so you'll get about 3x this on a normal server, so that's pretty cool. So, that's a blueprint for a mining drill. That's really neat. So, that is how you kind of do those right there. So, that is kind of like your little point right there to reference for that. That is the only boss fight that is down here, 20.5, 37.7. Actually, there might be one more. May have lied to you a little bit there. So that is kind of the point where you can get that done. You just come down the hill and do it right there. I really recommend having good tames because you will struggle if you don't have good tames. Now, as for base locations, nothing super great for PvP. However, PvE has some awesome spots down here. I like building in areas like this where you kind of like a Pride Rock looking thing. You got gas bags here too. I forgot about that. So if you're looking for a bunch of gas bags, this is where you can find them over in this open field. They're kind of all over the open fields of this area, 26.2, 38.8, and you will be able to find a load of them all over the place. They will sometimes get chased and fly like that guy did right there, but it's not very common. Those are the major spawns that aren't the special spawns down in this zone. So you'll be able to find a bunch of those all over the place. If you kind of adventure around a little bit, you're also going to find the rock drake nests in this area. Now, I'll go ahead and show you the specific chords of it before I show you how to get down to it. Basically, I'm just going to go to ghost mode so you can kind of see where I'm at right now. At these chords, I believe, is straight down. And let's see if we can find the zone. There it is, actually, over there. So what we're looking for is, see this little tube right here? This is where all the rock drake nests are at the specific chords of 42, 46. And you'll see this is the rock drake nest down here. They're all over the friggin' place. Now, this is the entrance to it. All you got to do is go up this little entrance, and I'll show you the exact chords to enter. And it's, again, a very, very nice little secret, I suppose. A lot of people haven't found it yet. 41.7, 49.3, and this is how you get into the rock drake nest. Now, this is one of 2 important spawns down here, so I'll show you the other one in just a second. but you can safely go down this entire tube without really worrying about anything. Once you get to the bottom, that is when you want to be a little bit careful, because that's where the rock drakes actually start showing up. And I'm almost there. There we go. So this thing is pretty massive. You'll be able to go down here. I would really bring a Rex or a Giganotosaurus, and you'll be able to basically wreck all these things, take all of the eggs. I would try and avoid killing all the high-level ones, because you probably want to come out with some of the rock drake eggs as your reward, you know what I mean? And I would go through this entire thing. So the only thing that spawns down in here is rock drakes. That is it. Nothing else. I know people have been like, well, Shadowmanes. I have yet to see Shadowmanes on this map. The only thing that spawns down here that I have seen is rock drakes. So that is what I really recommend you looking for. So they are all over the place down here. You can see them. And yeah, lots of eggs. And if you just do a big circle, you will end up getting a very significant portion of eggs. And then head your way back up. Now, I'm just going to go shoot myself back up so you can see right there. So you're basically looking for these purple forests, and these purple forests have a beautiful sound to them. If you haven't been inside of them, it's like perfectly quiet and sounds like a lake. If I was a PvE player, this is where I would build my base, because it just sounds so cool, so relaxing, so peaceful, and it's pretty. And at nighttime, by the way, it glows blue. Yeah, pretty freaking cool. I like it. It's kind of like Aberration's blue zone, where it glows that bluish color, and there's nothing dangerous down here. I've seen maybe some raptors spawn. That's about it. So it's a pretty cool area. I like it a lot. There's 2 of them, and just make sure you go to that cord point that I gave you in order to actually get what you're looking for. Now, again, there's one more thing that you kind of want to know about this area over here. If you go to this red forest, yes, the red forest over here, you can get quite a bit of raw resources. There's tons of stone, tons of trees, and you're pretty close to all kinds of access, and snow owls spawn over here. And look at this right here. Scorpions, all that kind of basic stuff. So this is just basic boss area. Not basic boss area, but basic creature area. But snow owls, you will find them all over the place near these kind of mountains on the edge of the map. And there's the cords just so you can see it. Now, they are the R variant, I believe. So they are not normal snow owls, or like the brown snow owls, which are, I like them more in all honesty, but that's my personal opinion. So if you go to this area, you'll find a bunch. There's pretty much everything you need down in Asgard. I think this is also a beautiful base location, this little island where you can kind of take over this right here. 61.036. It's a cool spot. Lots of buildable stuff. And you have your own island. Can't really get much better than that, right? Alright, so we're going to go and continue on, and we're kind of moving around a little bit here. You can see this is the red forest. It kind of just continues for a little bit. Nothing super special about it. There's nothing special except for one more thing in this area. Well, I guess 2 more. One, there used to be, not in this corner, but over... See where this giant like rib cage is? This used to be where the Titan would spawn in. And unfortunately, they got rid of that, so that's no longer a thing. You can see it right there. There's the Titan mouth and stuff like that. And that's pretty cool, but there's a really neat opportunity for some base locations down in this area. I like this spot a lot down here. However, more importantly, this is where the lightning wyvern spawns. So you have to be a little bit careful and pay attention. Also, fun fact, at nighttime, these trees, they glow green, and it is really cool looking. So this cord right here, this is how you access the lightning wyvern scar right here. 30.4, 8.2, and there's your map just so you can see it. And right here, this giant V, upside down V, I guess technically, is where you can access the lightning wyvern scar. So we're going to go in here, and this used to be where Mjolnir was. You can go back in here and get that, but obviously it's not there anymore. It used to be, not anymore. But you can kind of use that as a little hidey hole if you want to as well. But if you go over here and tuck yourself down in this zone, this is where all the lightning wyverns spawn. I just did a wild dino wipe just to make sure I could see everything, so they probably haven't spawned in yet. There might be 1 or 2. Let's see. I don't see any, which is not a bad thing. But this is the lightning wyvern scar. They are very dangerous because they will get in this cavern and they kind of get stuck, and they slowly move towards this end over here. And they will get towards smoking out this way. So you can get in here and accidentally get smoked because lightning wyverns will destroy you. Now, obviously you want to be a little bit careful when you're in this zone. There's nothing special other than the lightning wyverns, but make sure you get these eggs because lightning wyvern eggs are very useful, obviously. One of the most useful for PvP, PvE in general, but it is a great little spawn location for them. 25.1, 13.1. So that is the other important spawn other than the rock drakes down in the Asgard zone. I think it is really useful. Make sure you get to that point. Now, obviously, there's a lot of basic tames here. The one thing that's kind of hard to find in the Asgard zone, kind of sucks actually, is the lack of metal. You can go to these mountains on the backside and there will be a little bit, but there's nothing major, which really sucks in my opinion. So you can see I'm looking down now. There's some gotchas. Obviously, you can use some gotchas to get it. But outside of a couple of nodes, there's nothing major for metal. So metal is a very hard thing to come by in this zone itself, but you can get quite a bit of other, literally anything else you can get just fine. You can see obsidian is all over the place even. I guess silica pearls might be a little bit difficult other than the beavers. You can use the beavers to get a hold of a bunch of silica pearls, but that's again up to you. Another cool thing that I like to do, if you go underneath these are the green, like the green trees that I was talking about. They glow that green color. There's also this right here. This is the Titan spawn. I can't think of another Titan spawn on the entire map. This is the only one that I know of. So if you find the Titanosaurus, this is where you'll be able to get them. Now, just to show you, okay, come on, thank you. Normal Titanosaur. Nothing super special about it. You can access its inventory and get the sauropod vertebra, and it's worth a ton of experience. But if you want to tame one, it's a really easy spot to tame them actually because of this ledge. So you can go up this ledge, build a little bit up, and just start smoking this thing with cannonballs. It's a super useful way to tame Titanosaur, because if you haven't tamed them before, they are incredibly dangerous for 24 hours, but only for 24 hours. You can see gas bags, but I like this area. I just think it's cool. Asgard is really well designed. There's nothing that's going to, like, make you drop your jaw about, like, anything super special. But the map as a whole is very pretty. It's well done, and there's nothing broken about it. But it's got a lot of valuable things. You're going to want to be able to come down here whenever you want to, and at a very regular basis. So you can see some alpha spawn down here, but nothing super dangerous. Again, lots of beavers. You see them right there. Lots of beavers. Lots of beavers. So this is something that you really want to be able to come down and access for the basic things that I've talked about. If there's something else you're looking for, make sure you let me know in the comments below, and I will try and do my best to go ahead and pick something up to help you out with that. I've been trying to get as many videos out as I can. So if you're looking for your own server cluster as well, check out down below. You can get a 5% off coupon with G-Portal. Or if you're looking to play on one, I run my own as well, and it's a lot of fun, pretty casual stuff. But if you don't mind smashing that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then again, consider subbing to the channel. That would be awesome. All right, other than that, teach out.